We're here in Scotland, and I'm here with my friend Dr. Ehab. Say hello,
What's
Dr.
up?
Ehab. Dr. Ehab speaks like 25 languages. I don't know, but
That's not true at all.
I know, but you speak lots.
Okay.
You speak a lot of languages.
English and Arabic, but okay.
English is one of them. Arabic is one of them. But he is a extremely influential person, not just in all over the Middle East, but in the world, impacting millions a year, coaching people to be authentic, energy healer, spiritual, business leader, just an incredible guy. So what is one thing, Ehab, that you would say people often don't know, and if they knew it, it would really change their life?
It's a good question, and people have to know that it's unprepared.
This is unprepared. Yeah, no, of course.
He was asking me what kind of question to ask. I was like, whatever comes, I'll go with it. So for me, what's the one thing they don't know? If they know, it will make all the difference. That's it might sound cheesy, but for me it's so true. Self-love. And most people, when they think of self-love, they go into the most superficial things, like usually just taking care, doing massages. But for me, self-love, really what comes back to it, it's alignment with yourself, integrity. It's the ability to say no when you want to say no. It's the ability to say yes when you want to say yes. It's the ability to go for what you want, not just caring too much about what people think. And me coming from let's say the Arab world, there's a lot of cultural heaviness of what you should be. You have to be engineer, you have to be doctor. That's why I studied engineering.
Like external expectations.
Huge external expectations. So
Yeah.
I deeply feel I understand what it takes to be authentic. And really, I'm gonna say something, if people understand it, to make a huge difference. People can influence you in the places that you don't accept yourself fully. So people can pressure you in the places where you don't accept yourself fully. In the places where you have very integrated self-acceptance and self-love, you have a natural sovereignty there. So I'll give you an example. If someone come to me and say, Ehab, you're lazy. I say, you know what? That's true. In some places, I'm actually lazy. But if I don't accept that part about myself and someone said that, I feel threatened. I feel I have to defend it. I have to act. So the more there's a self-acceptance, there's more self-love, you're gonna be less controlled by the society expectation, and there's a natural expression of your soul that will emerge and unfold from that.
Wow. Are you kidding me? You see that brilliance and genius right there with no rehearsal or anything. So how do people actually discover that or develop that kind of integrity internally or self-love internally?
That's a good question. The first thing, like the basic thing I would start with, to really ask yourself a very simple question. And it sounds too simple, but I want to see how many people are asking it. Ask, what do I want? Like, it's the most simple question, and sometimes people confuse simplicity with actually doing it. Because if it's simple, that doesn't mean you're gonna do it.
Right.
So if you're gonna ask yourself a simple question, what do I want? Do I like to be in this city? Do I like it just because I'm born there? I wanna live my life there. Do I like this work? Do I like doing that? Do I like acting this way? And that doesn't mean you have the obligation to change everything at once, because sometimes we think if I get the answer that no, I don't want to do that, or I don't like to do that, it means tomorrow I have to stop doing it, or tomorrow I have to move. If you can do that, that's incredible, but not in every case you have the privilege to do that. But if you start to ask those questions, they will enlighten part of you. So just to give you an example, when I was in engineering, I was doing my master's there, and I wake up the second semester, and suddenly I had a feeling in my stomach, like a funny feeling in my stomach. And I was asking myself, what's that feeling? And the voice came to me, you're not an engineer anymore. And you know what's incredible? Till that time, I studied engineering and I did masters. I never stopped to ask myself, do I like engineering?
Yeah.
Like, you might find that question
just
simple.
asking the right question to begin with before you even go down the path.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I realized that, I was like, you know what? Engineering is incredible. It's just not for me. And that's where I shifted the path. That now there's a lot of blessings open in my life. So really taking the time to ask those questions, it will reclaim your power. It will reclaim part of your sovereignty back.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Ehab. I'm just on a walk in Scotland with my brilliant friend, and just feeling very grateful to be around such good people in a beautiful country and learning and growing. So take what he said to heart and really think about what you want and who you are. and think about what could change in your life if you really ask those tough questions that are simple but often overlooked. So you don't have that external pressure directing where you should go, but you really find out why are you here and what are you aiming for.
And I want to say, to be honest, for someone like you, that's something I learned a lot, because you, Chad, one of the people that taught me to have almost guilt-free attitude to not doing what you don't actually feel not called for.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I don't want people to confuse that, to come tomorrow to work, say, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that, because you build your way to that privilege where you can say, I can outsource that and outsource that. But I feel if you can build a life that's similar to you, this is for me the ultimate
Just
success.
alignment, alignment.
Because
right?
people usually think of a good life as bigger, more, and that could be true for some people. But in reality, really, a good life is a life that looks like you. You enjoy walking in nature, so that has to be a major part of your life. That's something you do every 3 years once. Your life has to mirror what actually make you alive the most.
I love it. On that note, peace out from Scotland. Give him a little peace out and give him a little peace out salutations in Arabic, would you please?
To share something in Arabic?
Yeah, just to say goodbye and
Sure.
thank you and whatever.
So I'm gonna say a word probably you know, but it's a beautiful word to say بحبك, which means I love you. We use it for everything.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say it from my heart to your heart, بحبك.
There we go. The headback.